Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live Talk with Tika. And I am here with J Law, the purple hair bandit today, our special guest. So, quick question, and I know the people want to know, before we even do this introduction, where did the purple hair bandit come from?
Okay, what's Gucci Boochies? I am J Law, the purple haired bandit. So to answer that question, so as y'all see, I'm a little lavender headed right now. I forgot to touch my head. But so this is what happened. I've always wanted to dye my hair the color purple. I've always wanted to try purple for whatever reason. I just liked it, that dark, like this color right here, that's in the background. Yeah, that. I've always wanted to try that color purple. I had a friend of mine that did hers. She did that dark blue undertone, like the indigo, and then she did the black on the top with the purple underneath. And I was like, that's kind of cute. I want to try that. Mm-hmm. And my best friend, who was Timothy Leon, y'all, he dyed his hair blonde. And I was like, that blonde is hitting. That's it right there. And I was like, you know what? I'm grown enough. I haven't dyed my hair in forever. I have been growing my locks out for like 8-9 years. So I was natural hair all the way through that. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to try it. Mm-hmm. And so I dyed my hair purple, and I would go on Instagram and make a story just to post whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'd end up saying, it's just purple hair bandit things. And it was just a random statement. I would be like, yeah, that's the purple hair bandit thing. You just don't understand because it's a purple hair bandit thing. Uh-huh. And I hashtagged it, and like for 2 weeks straight, I would post this purple hair bandit thing, and it kind of just stuck. And so, yeah, the whole purple hair bandit kind of fell into play that way. So I've been purple hair bandit since I've been purple, and I've been purple now for about 2 or 3 years. This would be like my 3rd year officially.
So what happens when your hair isn't purple?
Okay, well.
But that's still your brand.
Right, it's still my brand. And I don't want to change my color from purple at all, actually. Because it kind of it fits me. A lot of people I've talked with that they see it, they're like, I love that color on you. I love it the way it looks on me. I think, and it's me. It's how people be like, oh, you have a color that just suits and fits you. Like some people look really good in red. Mm-hmm. Some people look good in blue. Purple just happened to be my color that looked really good on me. And when I'm not purple, so I've been blonde, I've been champagne, I've been a redhead, I've been a fire truck redhead.
Oh, I gotta see that. I love me some red.
And I've been black. I can't stand black hair. I was really depressed when I was black. My hair is not naturally black. So
somebody asked me, they was like, why you dyed your hair black or whatever? I was like, well, I was going through my healthy stage. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted it to be a different color. And I like the black, but yeah.
I was depressed. So black was a depression for me. There was the blonde. I had a whole lot of fun, y'all. I'm naturally strawberry blonde. When I was a baby, I was strawberry blonde. Okay. So my hair, and if you look at it, even in like certain sunlight, if it's not dyed, you can actually see the different pigments of. I have like redhead, blonde, some pepper, and some other stuff. Like it's even in my mustache. Yeah. Okay. So when we go outside, I'll show you. You can really like see it. It's really prevalent. And so I try not to do black because I've never been black.
I was going to say, never been black.
not skin tone wise, but I've never been black.
Yeah, my hair's not all the way black either. It's like some kind of brownish.
Right. And so, and I've done brown too. I didn't really care for the brown. It looked too much like my natural hair. Okay. But I have all these different colors in my hair, and so I just wanted to try something different. And my natural hair is pretty cool to look at too, especially when I had was with my locks. So for like 8 years, I grew out my natural hair color with my locks. And when the sun started to get in, it got that sun bleach to it. You could really like see the different browns and blondes, and I had naturally have blonde highlights. Well, they're really like the blonde lowlights, but all of that is in my hair, so they all make up who I am. Now, when I was a redhead, I could say that was me probably at my fiercest.
Same.
I felt confident, but I was fierce. In my blonde head era, I'm definitely a blonde, y'all. Definitely had a lot of fun. I was definitely very energetic. They say blondes have more fun, so I definitely felt that. I did champagne blonde. I did a blonde piece right here with my rest of my hair being red one time. It's cute. And I did it to where if I pulled my hair back into a ponytail, you could see the red with the blonde streak in the middle. And then if I brought it down, all you saw was the red everywhere.
And this is when you had the locks and stuff?
I did this with short hair. I actually had a short haircut.
Okay.
It was an S curl that I did, that I straightened my hair out with. Yeah. So I've done a few different colors, but the locks, like I still have my rat tail, so my locks in it, was kind of my thing.
Pause. I am
Uh-huh.
so sorry. Can you talk about this?
The rat tail,
Yes.
sure. So the rat tail minus 4 inches is actually how long the length of my actual locks when I would have if I would have kept them all the same length. That was actually down here to my back, actually. And this, I decided to keep this as a reminder of the journey one that I went on,
Wow.
as well as a piece of my artistry and who I am as an artist. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not just a rat tail; it's actually a fox tail because
Mm-hmm.
foxes are my thing. Um, I very am as I'm very much of a Libra, and there's a duality to foxes, and there's a big duality to Libras, and so
Mm-hmm.
it kind of it's my thing, Just throw it around, do what I need to do with it. It's there. When I need to, it adds my little that extra bit of this of sass. If I want to add be a little extra sassy, if I
Mm-hmm.
want to be a little bit on point with some of the stuff I have going on, it's there. So you'd be like, I know you ain't talking to me,
Right.
stuff like that. So it's always fun. It's my piece of fun that I still have with me,
I
and
love that.
yeah.
I love that. Well, we thank you so much for talking about and explaining this purple hairband because I've been wanting to know
Oh
a
yeah,
little
and
bit
I
more
learned a
about
lot
that.
about about the color purple from being the purple haired bandit. There's so much that goes behind the color purple,
Mm-hmm. And
and
that's why I got it from my Performing Arts Academy. But
mhm,
we'll get into that a
we'll get
little
into
later.
that.
But moving forward, so what I would like for you to do is just kind of explain a little bit about who you are. So we do know that you are a creative. That
Mhm.
is the name title that he's kind of going under. And it's a lot within that. So who are you? We are
Okay.
ready to know who you are.
I am a creative. I am an artist. I am a recording artist. I am a performing recording artist. I am a songwriter. I am a singer. I am a poet. I am a lyricist. I am a graphic designer. I am a photographer. I'm a videographer. Oh my God. I can choreograph. I can dance a little bit. Oh God. What else is there? I do a lot. I could say that I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to being a creative. If there's something I don't know how to do, I know some people. I could say I'm a gopher as far as like being a secretarial business is concerned.
Okay.
And I learned that from watching a secretary. She said she was a gopher, and I was like, "What is a gopher?" She said, "I'm somebody that can do kind of some of everything." So if I had to like
Yeah.
run emails, I could run emails. If I had to go make phone calls, I could make phone calls. If I had to send everybody their information, if I had to sing everybody their parts, I could do this, I could do that. So it's literally I'm literally an umbrella under. There's so much that I can do that makes me valuable as an artist and as an asset to a lot of people. The biggest thing though that I can say is that I'm a creative mainly. First and foremost is that I am a creative. I have creative ideas. I'm a fashion hipster. I love my own form of fashion. I love to see fashionable things. I love to be I have this quote on my wall is about life is a canvas with where you have the paintbrush. And it's basically saying that I create whatever I want to put out, whether it be in my style, whether it be in my personality, whether it be in the way that I speak or address people.
Right.
Understanding that each day is a new piece of artwork that I can create.
I love
And
that.
so it's like this the saying, paint the town red.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go out and paint the town red. I'm gonna go out and paint that building red, and I'm gonna
Right.
paint the grass green. I'm gonna paint that over there blue, and I'm making my own artwork. And life is full of things that we can't erase and take back. So just like paint, you can't take paint back. Once it's there, it's there. And so it's understanding that whatever I decide to do, I can leave my footprint and my mark on the world, but I got to make sure I do it and make it beautiful. So it's just that living and knowing that I'm the paintbrush, and whatever I create each day is something new to create.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Like, we don't look at it that way,
Yeah.
but I want to continue to go in, but we're going to go ahead and get into our goals.
Come on.
Thank
Okay.
you for introducing who you are. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our daily goals. We're going to talk about our weekly goals, our monthly goals, and our yearly goals.
Okay.
And just to give you an example, we'll go ahead and start with a daily goal. So you can tell me a little bit about your daily goal as far as personal and business.
Okay.
You can choose however you would like to do that. I'm gonna just tell you a daily goal for me is waking up every morning and praying. And so I'm gonna go a little bit into detail how I
need
do
to be
that.
better about that.
So as soon as so what I do is I cut my phone. Now I got this we got this thing where we can put it to sleep or whatever. So I put my phone to sleep. That way, if I do look at my phone or anything, I don't see anything, nothing, because I need that time to just go straight to prayer with God or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually do these YouTube. I do my own prayer, then I also go on YouTube and I do these prayers, and then I do this worship music type vibe, and then I also do the Bible app. So I do all of this in the morning before I speak or look at anything.
Okay.
And so that is my daily goal that I have been doing. And I guess I can use that as business wise too. Everything, anything, I'm just definitely putting God first before I do anything.
See, I won't say that I don't put him first, because I do believe in putting him first in everything. So my daily goals, this is gonna be funny because you're a Full Sail alumni too, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
we both went to Full Sail. I don't know if you remember the positive psychology course that we took.
I don't.
Okay.
I didn't say that way.
Okay, so I ended up taking a positive psychology course, right? And in positive psychology, it talks about ways that we can't get rid of our daily stressors, but we can find ways to manage our daily stressors.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that they gave us was a weekly push, play, work, fit, goal thing. It's a schedule either way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a daily schedule where we had to map out our each day of the week.
Okay.
With 3 goals we have to get done, that we need to get done, 3 things that we do for ourselves, a push, meaning something that we want to set up for the next day or for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then it had like a workout plan in there, like what do you do, what do you want to do to get your work done, like working out, what are your health fitness goals,
Mm-hmm.
what are your wellness goals, what are you doing for you that makes you well. And I kind of kept that going for my personal life. So I took that and made that into like something for myself. So my daily goals, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, one of my daily goals was make sure I made this interview today.
Okay.
So that was one of my daily goals. But one of my daily goals daily is that I actually do try to sit and have that alone time with God. I give him his time, whether it's just in worship music, whether I sit and pray, or I sit and meditate, or I look at the word. And I have one of the Bible apps that actually sends us the daily devotional on them every Sunday. So every morning I'll look at that daily devotional, be like, okay, God, I might meditate on that for the day. But one of my main daily goals is that I give him his time, because when I give him his time, I get clarity for my day. I get insight. There's times where I go throughout my day and then God will speak to me through like the weirdest of things. Like one day I was here at the church and I actually was sitting outside and I was watching the ants.
Yes.
And there's a scripture about ants, but
I get so much metaphors.
There's so many metaphors about ants, but there's a scripture about ants, and I was watching the ants, and I was watching them work together to bring in something for them to eat, and I was like, "Well, God." And the Lord spoke to me in that moment. I was like, okay, Lord. Then so I called my spiritual father and I told him about it. And he laughed at me because he said, Doc, there's a scripture about ants and how you can learn things from watching them. And so God just had me in that moment to watch the ants. And I literally was just sitting. I was just sitting and chilling and listening to worship music. Right. Now, that was a Sunday morning where I normally am doing that. But on my daily basis, like sometime today, I will stop and I'm going to go listen to some worship songs that I like to listen to that I know that put me in the place of being in his presence and stuff. And my other daily goals that I have this is a continually daily goal, is to make sure that I am at least being an encouragement to somebody, or I'm doing something that is encouraging, whether it be through my artistry or whether it is through me personally. So I try to balance those out, and they usually come out at the same time for the same thing. So I try to keep it collectively across the board.
Okay, so as far as you being a creative in different things, what is something that you do daily with that? Like something that continues to make you be creative, or just something that just happens, that you don't even either notice that you do that daily, or you do have something set that you do daily in order to make that happen.
Remember I just told y'all I was a poet, I'm a songwriter. So I actually make like little ditty jingles, and I call them little ditties, but they're literally like random songs that pop up out of nowhere. And my best friend used to always talk about songs are like Pokemon, you gotta catch them. And so they come, and they literally come just like that. And then if you don't reach out and grab it, you could miss it. So there, and this is going to tie into what we're going to do a little bit later. Okay. So I literally, I will sit down and randomly just start singing or humming something. Or if I'm in the car and I'm listening to music, I might start dancing around, just something that keeps my creative juices flowing. And don't let me find something that makes me feel like choreographing. So I'm in the car driving, talking about, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. And ooh, I'm about this, and what about that? Or I'm sitting, I'm like, What's one? Do 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 da dee da 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 dee da.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that, random things like that. That helps me stay creative and it keeps my iron sharpened because I never know at any point when I'm gonna write a song or when something's gonna hit me to want to write a song. And when
Right.
it hits, the song. Lately, I've been, and I can push out a song in like 10 minutes. So lately, it's been song comes. Oh, I like that.
Right.
Let me go find the beat. Or I'm listening to a beat and the beat speaks to me and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
So
I really
how
like that.
so how I was gonna say, how does that happen when the inspiration comes and like say you're driving or you're doing something? So like for instance, for
Mhm.
me, when something comes, I have to record it. Like I hurry up and go to my voice note and I hurry up and record it because I know that I need to remember that or go like how
So
does
I
that
have
happen for
one
you?
actually recorded already in my phone.
You just kind of do the same,
Yeah.
kind of hurry up and
So because we're busy all the time and that sometimes we can be so busy that things can run off with us and we
mm-hmm.
can run off with it and forget it. And so if it's like a quick song and I can't sit down and like talk it out or sing it over, I actually do
Mm-hmm.
sit down and record it. And then hopefully at some point in time, I'll come back to it. And the Lord being my witness, he does actually bring this stuff back to my memory.
Right.
Like I'll start writing something and I'm like, didn't I already write something kind of similar to that? And I'll go through my recordings and I'll look at my recordings and I'll find it in the recording and I'll go, that fits for this.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I said, with a beat, a track. People have asked me before, what inspires me to write?
Yeah.
And I know that's probably one of those questions that probably was in the back of your mind. What does inspire me to write? Anything can inspire me to write. A
Right.
breakup has inspired me to write. Heartache has inspired me to write. Watching beautiful love, love is beautiful. Watching that has inspired me to write. These flowers could inspire me to write. Somebody's energy could inspire me to write. My day could inspire me to write. My shoes, like
Right.
it's so. There's so many things. There's actually a song that I want to write, and I haven't figured out how I want to write it yet. But it's
Mm-hmm.
called "The Stank Walk."
Okay. We
And
ain't gonna get too much because we don't want nobody taking that. We
don't
don't
y'all
want
take my song now.
nobody taking that. And being that you're already going into the writing, that kind of flows into my weekly goals.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, a weekly goal is for me to write every week. So this has something to do with my month. Once we get to the monthly goals, this is just how I transfer.
Mm-hmm.
So I do different things every month. So this month coming into April, I'm going back into my writing. I did it last month. I skipped this month March and now I'm going back into my writing April, but I skipped it strategically because it was something that I had to do for March. So
Right.
anyway, going back into monthly for this weekly goal is to make sure that I at least write something. No, I lied. I ain't on the writing. It's the recording. That's what I'm on. Weekly, I want to make sure that I record a video of something. The writing is the monthly goal, but we'll get there next. Weekly. What is your weekly goal that you
Okay.
you
So yeah,
get
I'm
on?
like really bad with goals sometimes.
Mm.
And I
So
can be
that's why
honest about that.
that's why yes, I'm glad you said that because on my last guest that I had, a lot of people when they watched and they commented and things, they were like, I've never thought about this. Like I could literally you have to celebrate the small steps. And by me doing this and people watching my little talk shows about goals, people
Mm-hmm.
are like, I'm about to start doing that. Because you have to be able to celebrate, okay, a daily goal, that's a big
It's
deal.
a big
Like you
deal.
made it through, you did what you're supposed to do, and then you're doing that every single day. So what is that? That's giving you consistency. And then your weekly goal, you're like, hey, I probably never even thought about that, but now for the week, what is something that I want to make sure that I have done that whole week? And like I said, for me, it's I want to make sure I at least record a video. So even if you haven't thought about it, even here now, what could something be that you
Right.
would do
So,
weekly?
like I said, I'm really, really bad with weekly goals, but one of the weekly goals that I do like setting for myself, because I am a worship leader as well.
Okay.
Is usually trying to make sure that the songs are out for the week for the
Mm-hmm.
praise team, so that we already have them. I try to at least weekly find something. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you I was also a podcast host as well. Oops, my bad.
Well,
um,
you do it all, you
you do a
know.
lot. And so I actually do try to have a source of action set up, a source of action, y'all, I'm so sorry. A plan of action
Mm-hmm.
set up for the week. Like, what am I talking about this week or this Sunday coming up? What
Mm-hmm.
is something that I can see on my social media that is going to spark conversation amongst
Got
myself
you.
and my peers?
Got you.
Weekly goals, I guess, is my bet, and one of my main weekly goals that I'm trying to work my best at because we can all be better at this is, baby, keeping money in my pocket.
Okay.
Cause,
That sounds good to me.
whew,
Y'all already know how we do. Take notes.
whew.
Take
Cause
notes.
baby, well, first of all, we can't make money if we got closed fists, but we can't hold on to it if
Yeah.
we don't know what we're keeping. And so I'm always trying to make sure that I'm saving something back.
Mm.
And though it's been a press because things do come up, and I'm like, okay, God, I need to get this, I need to get that out the way. There's a lot of stuff that has to be taken care of and handled,
Right.
bills,
Right.
bills. But at the same time, I should be able to save something back.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my weekly goals is trying to
To
at least
save
save
it now.
something back weekly.
Got you.
Yeah.
Y'all take notes, because we need to make sure we making money. What weekly?
So we
Period.
can make
Because every
money
month,
moves.
we gotta get do shop money monthly bills. So let's make money weekly, and I'm gonna write that down because I really do. I think I'm gonna try to add that to one of my goals as well. I know I did last month. I had it on the paper to kind of do something toward me making money.
Mm-hmm.
So I did have that, but I like that to kind of just focus on that for that whole month. Let's try every week. What can I do to make something every week? If it's nothing but selling my book, doing something
Right.
every week. I love that.
Yeah, because we can't do anything as a creative. We can't do anything if we don't have the funds to do it.
Yeah.
And if I'm always running out of my funds when it's time for me to get into, I'm gonna join and jump into my monthly goal. So
So
if
with our monthly goals, because he gonna direct the show, because he a
let me
podcaster.
go ahead and jump into my monthly
So for
goal.
our monthly goals, for again, you guys already know that my monthly goal is more so about writing. So
Mm-hmm.
this month, like I said, for April, I'm going to make sure that I at least write something and make sure that I at least read something. So not the full, but at least doing a little bit more of it.
So
Okay.
my monthly goal, y'all, I plan on releasing a project this year. And I've been saying this for the last 3 years, but I have a project that I've called, it's called Purple Haze. I've been calling it Purple Haze for a while now. I have a project I've been working on for the last like 3 years called Purple Haze. And it is a project about addiction, self-awareness, and escapism. So if you really want to know more about it, we could talk about it, but you really need to want to like listen to it. So the songs on that project are about people dealing with escapism, and I believe that the world is in a strong level of escapism right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not really dealing with our issues, if you
Yeah.
will. We're
Yeah.
really running from them, and then instead of us actually sitting down and facing the problem, we're just letting it sit. And now that molehill has become a mountain, and
Mm-hmm.
now we're sitting here going, well, I just can't handle it, I can't deal with it, I don't know what to do. No, you know what to do. You need to deal with it. Go deal with it. Face it head on, look at yourself in the mirror and deal with it. So that project has been literally running me down, and I haven't been running from it, but I haven't had the funds. Like I said, my weekly goal is I need to do better about saving money, because I
Yeah.
can't get into the studio and record this music if I don't have the funds to record it.
Right.
I can't get into the studio. I can't even get into the studio with the recording if I ain't even got the money to go buy the track. So my monthly goal is to at least get a song recorded or start the process of having a song recorded, because this project has at least 20 songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about shortening it up.
Mm-hmm.
But this project has at least 20 songs. I'm thinking about doing 10 to 15, and this is going to be my very first debut album. It's not an EP, it's an actual album.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot in the story to tell, and this is a story compassing over like my last 2-3 years of life,
Mm-hmm.
of learning about who I am. Like I said, with the purple hair, I learned a lot of stuff about me, self-aware in myself. I learned about escapism. I learned about the levels and the levels and realms of addiction, if I could say realms as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's levels to it. There's even realms of addiction that people are in that they don't even know that they're in. And the main thing is that this is the project that I know God has given me that I need to put out and birth, because I'm tired of aborting it.
And that's what I was going to ask you. So what's making you feel like you want to do less? I know you said you didn't want to put out, you might not put out as much.
Well, some of the
Shorten it.
songs,
That's what
so
you said.
I want to shorten it, because we as people, we have a short attention span. First of all, we only listen to so much stuff. We can only take in so much at one time, right? And so I want to shorten it a little bit, because I don't want it to be overwhelming. But I also believe like there's parts to it. So part one is the escape. Part two is the addiction. Part three would be the self-awareness of it all, you know?
So
So it's parts to it.
do you feel like with shortening it that it would give across, that it would still give off what it is that you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay. Now what if it's something because you say you're still working on it. You have about 20, but now
Baby,
you're
there's songs
shortening
being
it.
written every day.
So you're still working on it. And so my thing is, I guess where I'm going with that, if
Mhm.
God is continuously giving it to you, and I know you're saying if I shorten it, that could still give it all. But what if you're supposed to just give it all, like let it all?
Okay,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can see that.
You just never
Um,
know. So I mean, especially if you're like, well, I got 20. Like I'm as it goes and as it flows, I'm sure he'll talk to you and he'll let you know. But I was thinking that too, because as I'm writing my book, I'm just like, why put a stamp on it? I'm not gonna stop. I was like, people may not read, they may just like you said, short attention. But what about for the people who need that extra that you have to say, but you held it back or something
so
that
okay,
may
so
have blessed that person. You just never know.
do you remember? Do you remember the Rose EP by Jessie J?
No, wait a minute.
So
Jesse. I know
Jessie
Jesse J,
J,
that's my girl.
that's my
But
girl. She put out a project called the Rose EP, and each letter stood for something different. But it was a 4-part project with 4 or 5 songs on each project.
Mm-hmm.
But it was one whole It was collectively one album,
Mm-hmm.
but she separated it into 4 different EPs. So that was kind of the route that I wanted to take with it, because initially this project was called Colors. And then as colors progressed and I started dealing with life, it started to shift and change.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do 4 projects. It'll be this, that. And then it started to shift a little bit more. I'm like, okay, so colors is getting a new change, it's getting a new name.
Mm-hmm.
New name is now gonna be Purple Haze. Purple Haze is, so now it's like it's still developing and it's growing into what it wants to be. And I understand that if I give it out, sometimes we have to give it in small doses.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like going to chemotherapy. I don't know why I'm gonna use that as an example.
Came.
Right, but I'll use that as an example. Just like going to chemo, they don't start you off with the biggest dosage possible.
Mm-hmm.
They give you the littlest amount, and then they give you time to break, and then
Mm-hmm.
they give you a little bit more, and then they break you a little bit, and then they give you a little bit more, so that your body can handle it.
But they're still giving
But
it.
they're still giving
And
it,
that's what
and
I'm
they're giving it a
telling you.
little bit more at a time.
That's what I'm telling you.
So my goal is to kind of still give it, but I don't want to like give it all at one time.
You ain't got to give it at one time,
but I will give it.
That's all I wanted to get to. It's coming, and y'all gonna get it all.
We will
But
get it all.
And I got you. Well, let's go ahead and go into our yearly goal. Sometime, y'all. So when I first started this show, I didn't have yearly goal. I just went from daily, weekly to monthly because I kind of started this when I was in college, and usually the whole course, full sale, it's a month.
It's a month.
And
that's
then
all
after
you
that,
get.
you get another
month.
yeah. So that's why I just did it like that. But now growing this, I'm like, okay, yearly, and it's a little harder. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little harder trying to figure out. Oh Lord, what is a goal for a whole year?
Because it's hard to see
what's
yourself.
your 5-year goal? I'm like, shoot, what's my 1-year goal?
What's my 7 months goal? You talking about a year?
So for this, my yearly goal is again to actually finish another book that I'm writing. I have one out, but to finish another one, and then also to finish reading a full book as well. That's all I got. Stop right now.
Okay.
That's my whole year goal for one goal.
My 1-year goal is I got is one. My year goal is to get this project out. That's all I got for this year. Who knows what next year is going to be? I usually sit down and I don't plan. You know how people do New Year's resolutions? So
oh my gosh. We just talked about that on my last show.
So my yearly goal is kind of like tied into my New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I get a resolution. The resolution I set for myself is what I try to live by for the year. Mm-hmm. So this year is you either in or you're out. Now I ain't talking about the house.
Right.
In or out. Take your pick. If you're going to be in the way, you can get out the way. If you're going to be in my life, you can get out of my life. If you're not going to help, you can be not a help.
Right.
If you're going to prohibit, you can be an idiot. You see what I'm saying? So, and I've had to say this to a few people at the start of this year that have tried to contact me and be in my personal space. And I'm like, look, now you can take your pick. You're going to be in or out. And I ain't talking about the house. But what you mean by that? If you're going to be in my life, you're going to be either in the way or you're going to be out the way. If you're going to be a help, you can stay in. If you're not going to be an asset, you're going to be a liability. You can get out. So that's kind of how I'm kind of running things. And I'm going, and I've taken one of the old ones that I used to do. It's called, I said, just do it, get it done. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be like Nike, just do it. You know, in or out, just do it. And don't let me pick for you, because if I choose for you, you're going to be out.
And when you just said to just do it, that's one thing that my mom has always said to me. She was like, "Don't try, just do."
Just do.
So that has been my yearly kind of manifestation that I've been speaking over everything and just kind of pushing myself to do because
Because that's what Yoda said.
ever since my mom passed away, like I'm on the just hearing her in my mind, don't try, do, because I'm always like, I'm trying, no, do it.
Do it.
Don't try, do it.
And Yoda said, Yoda, I'm a good, I'm a nerd to the core. So Yoda said, there is no try, only do.
Right.
So when you say, well, I'm trying, well, no, look, you kind of sometimes have to look at it and actually see that we're actually doing it.
Yeah.
We can get so caught up in the, well, I'm trying to do this talk show with you. No,
No,
I'm actually doing
We're
this
in
with
it.
you. We're
It's
in
happening.
exactly. And so we have to remember to stay in a state of flow. Don't run out in flow, but stay in that state of flow where things are actually being done and it's easy to get them done. And because once you're there, that's that. You figured it out. Now you can coax and ride the wave. It comes to performing, being a creative, sometimes we don't perform at our best because we don't have that reciprocation of energy, or we don't feel that wave or push of energy that comes through. And I know even as dancers, we get it that they, as a dancer, and I know because you're a dancer, we can feel that pressure of ain't no energy in this room. I can't really like, and it's harder because then you have to pull from what you have and what you may not have just to push the energy out. And as a singer, one of the things I hate the most in singing is singing to an audience that just has no life. Blah. They're just blood. They really don't care whether you do good or do bad. And it's hard to grab them and be like, hey, bring y'all butts here. And being a host.
If you don't already have it in you.
Right. And I've been a host as well. I'm a show host as well. And hosting a crowd of people, I tell people, I said, it's like driving a car. You have to literally navigate people and keep them all on course, on track. And no, it's like a field trip with kids. You have to keep everybody in the building in the same frame of mind, keep them on one accord, make sure they're all having a good time. And it's really hard to do, but I learned a neat little secret to that. I'm gonna treat you like you at my house.
Right.
So while I'm hosting the show, while people are performing, I'm out in the audience saying, "Hey, how you doing? You feeling good? You enjoying the night? Okay, that's good." I make it like if it was a house party. How do you feel? How do I want to be treated at a house party? How do I want to be treated when I go out and I want to feel good? I don't want to feel like I'm being berated by the host or, because we will berate you if y'all being disrespectful to the mic. But so I've learned to find my balance in being crazy and a little loony, as well as doing other things that keep the people engaged. It's fun to throw out. I dance a little bit, or I might be a little bit ratchet here and there.
Just have a good time. That's all. And as you can say, basically to take from this, don't try. What? Just do it. Okay. Just do it. Whatever you feel. Thank you for watching this show, for our goals, getting into the goals. Don't try. Just do it. Just achieve all your goals. Now we do have a special something going on today, so y'all continue to watch. Do not leave the video. Cause babe, I'm finna learn something, and he about to get ready to teach.
She finna learn.
All right. Is there any last things that you want to tell to your people? Of course, you guys. Please tell us what's the name of your brand, your business. How can we find you?
So I am J-Law, like I said, J-Law the Purple Hair Bandit. Pleasure to meet all of you once again. You can follow me on all social media. I'm sorry, y'all, it's kind of long. At Just Being J-Law, JustBeingJlaw. Okay, that's Instagram, that's Facebook. You can find me on YouTube if you type that in. Okay. I also found out that I'm actually Googleable. You can Google me. Yes. If you type in J-Law the Purple Hair Bandit, you will find me. So had somebody do that, and they found me. They found me. So all you have to do is type that in, and you can find me on Google. You can Google me up. But I am the CEO of Banditville Development, which is an artist development company. I develop creatives, and I teach you how to steal the hearts and minds of anybody in any audience you walk into. Okay, so you learn how to be a bandit like me. Basically, it goes from public speaking to even this that we're doing here to artists, rappers, singers, poets, whatever your creative niche is. I can mold you into your next best. Okay, so that's what I do. You can reach out to me on any platform. If you reach out to me on Facebook, I'll do my best to respond. If you reach out to me on Instagram, I will do my best to respond. If you just want to go find a video that I have up and just share it, um, you can do things like that of that nature. You need just if you need creative consulting, I can do that for you. If you need a graphic made, I can do that for you. And if I can't do it for you, I can find somebody who can. Amen, amen.
Amen.
That's how we do. Because I know how to work my network. Because my
Right.
network will work for me. Amen. We can get a little louder. It's all good. It's all good. It's all grand. What it do, Gucci Boochies? So I was told that I had to give Autika something to do hands on. And so I figured I would show her what it's like for me to actually sit down, write a song, and then kind of like put out the ideas that I have for it. So I'm gonna use one of the songs that I've already written and just kind of flesh out what I want it to sound like if I were to make it into like a actual performance track or something, and I didn't have time to go into the studio. So what I'm doing right now is going to one of my playlists, and as you see, this says official Purple Haze front tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, this is where I've been finding all of my music and stuff. It's not that one. It is this one. And I was also trying to figure out like what song would I want to use that goes with your vibe and my vibe as well.
Okay.
So this one is My Type. So I found this track and I was just listening to it. I'm going, okay, God, I like this little beat right here, right? And to my artists, friends, and creatives that like to write music, if you're trying to find something, I'm gonna tell you the secret. You have to be intentional about what it is that you put in your search. So if you just say such and such beat, it's gonna give you a whole bunch of these beats that are related to, linked to, or whatever. But the more specific you get, the more detailed you get, the better out your results will come out. So I typed in trap jazz kind of beats, right? And this is what came to be. So let's go back a little bit. And this might not be the track I use. I might actually go get this track remade. So when it comes on, I was like, hey. So we go, my type, my type, my type, my type. I get to choose whatever I like. It's my type, my type, my type, my type. I got the leverage. Tell them why. Because of my preference. It's my type, my type, my type, my type. So I get to choose whatever I like. It's my type, my type, my type, my type. I got the leverage. Why? Because of my preference.
Okay, so where did you get those words from?
I came up with those lyrics.
So do you like come up with the lyrics first and then find the music, or how does that work?
I usually either write with the lyrics first. The lyrics will come to me first, and then I'll go look for the music, or I'll find the music, and then the lyrics come from the music.
Well, for this project, what did you do?
This project was a bit of both. The tracks actually helped me write the songs this time around. So for this one, this track made me think of that because it has that bounce feel to it that I was looking for. And then the song, and I was sitting through my mind of like, okay, I'm tired of sitting in this position. I'm trying to figure out like what is it that I want? Who do I want? What do I want? And the entire time I'm going, God, I'm so sick of folk that ain't my type hitting me up, jumping in my inbox, jumping in my DMs. And when I tell them I'm not interested, well, why are you not? The nigga, you're not my type.
Gotcha.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not. I don't want you. So this is kind of where my type came from. And as a writer, I like to play around with my songs and really shape stories out of them. So this one actually has a baseball metaphor to it. So this is normally what I end up doing is I'll drop it into either Logic or I'll drop it into GarageBand. And at this point, I'm dropping it into Logic. Okay. So from here, I'm going to show you exactly like how I record. So these are called in-ears.
Okay.
So these go literally, they loop over your ear and then into it. Now, one of these, I'm going to tell you now, is a little bit quieter than the other one. Okay. But you're going to loop these in and put those on.
What side is this one?
That's your left side. Okay. And then this one's your right side.
Y'all don't like headphones, earphones. I don't never put nothing in my ear.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, so can you hear in the speaker? Yeah,
I can hear it.
it's loud.
It's loud.
Okay, so from here, so you're gonna hit this add button right there, yeah,
Yeah, this is so cool. I like
and
this.
then you're gonna add another one of those, and then hit create.
Okay. I'm making music over here.
Now it's here. Now this button says that this is the one that's gonna end up being recorded on. Okay.
Okay. Audio
So
3.
yeah, and you hear everything. So if you press the space bar, this is a shortcut.
Oh, that's space.
You hear the song playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want that because we don't want that playing while you're recording, right? So what we do is this is what I end up doing. So I'm gonna take that out of there, and I'm gonna stick it in here. Okay. So talking that, and you should still be able to hear.
Mic check testing 1 2 3.
Try now.
Mic check testing. Woo. I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing. Try again.
Mic check test is 1 2.
Okay, let's see it.
I hear the music.
Okay.
That one I'm supposed to hear, or the mic?
You should hear the music.
Oh, yeah, I hear the music.
Okay, so where's my phone, Lord? So the song lyrics are when it starts here. When we get here on this part, you're gonna go my type, my type, my type.
Oh, it's gonna be recording me?
Yeah, and I'm gonna record you, okay? So we're gonna hit this button right here, and then you're gonna start recording, okay?
Hello. My type, my type. I want to see how I want to say it. My type. Okay. My type, my type, my type. Okay.
And it's gonna be real. It's got to be a little hood, a little ghetto, and a little ratchet, okay? My type, my type, my type. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I need to stay on this mic.
I can get low. Can I hold it up?
You can hold it up.
Oh, thank you. My type, 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 my type. I was looking at him like, because y'all know when he first did it, he said some more words. I was like, do I keep saying my type, my type?
You keep going with my type. So the next part that we will do is that we'll go in and we'll add another. So we'll add another one of those. And then we'll pull this back again. So you just did that, my type, my type. Now do it what you've done a little bit. Now you're gonna do another one, but you're gonna try to do it with like a different sound in your voice. Okay? Okay. So it's gonna be like a bunch of different people saying it all at the same time. So it sounds like a group. Okay? So you ready?
Hold on, let me say one. My type, my type, my. Okay, I got it.
You got it. Let me
my
grab my
type,
phone.
my type, my type, my type. That's
okay. And
my type, 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 my type. I can hear myself, y'all, from the first one. It's me.
So what we're doing, this is called stacking, okay? Well, this is actually more of a layering, but what we do is called, we stack it. So what we would normally do in the studio, and this is just to get the idea out. In the studio, we would have did 2 more of this same voice, and then you would have did 2 more of this one, okay? So do another one, like do it real high pitch, like my type, you know, like real ear.
Real ear.
Real ear.
My type, my type, my type. Not louder, just higher, girl. Okay. My type. No, don't. My type, my type, my type. Okay, I guess. Sounds so good.
You ready?
I'm like, who are they? My type, 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 my type.
So now what I would do, and I'll go back. We'll take this out.
Oh Lord, they get hit.
Mm-hmm. And then we hit play. And then I listen to it all back all together at one time. Everybody's got the same. And so this would be a whole verse.
Y'all, I'm going viral.
So we would, after I do all of that, we take all of this and let me play it through. So this part's like, why? What's up? Is you trying to link what?
Oh, I get to talk.
Bye.
What?
Tell me why.
Why?
Because you're not my type.
What?
And then my verse will start somewhere up in here.
Why? Wait. So is this just like random or is it on a beat?
It's literally kind of random, but on a beat.
Just like random.
It's a bit of both. So on this part, it's really weird. It's gonna be like boom. They be like, hey.
Hey.
Oh, what's up?
What's up?
Like
I'm having a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
okay,
this whole thing is like literally it's about being in the DMs.
Okay.
Literally like having a conversation. Y'all don't have to be on the.
So I'm actually texting it?
Yes, you would actually feel like it would be like you're texting.
What? Okay, I got it.
And then you would have your conversation with yourself. And here we go. Boom.
Hey. So, is you trying to link up? No. Why? Bye. You not my type. Was that better?
Mm-hmm. So the next thing I would do is I'd come in here and then we would shorten that so we know exactly where this starts, which is right there. We also have the options to make these wider so we can actually see them, or we can make this shorter so we can actually see the whole thing, or we can make it longer so we can really get in there and see what's going on. So now what I want you to do is do the same thing, but you're gonna counteract what you say on each one, okay?
Like talk back to myself.
So when you like, hey, you can be like, hey, child.
Hey. So, no. Why? Bye. You not my type. I didn't hear myself say but you know I played it out.
It's in there. I wonder why I can't hear it. I ain't speaking up loud enough.
That's fine.
You not my type.
So this would repeat a second time.
Okay.
And then the verse would start here. So what I would do is I come here, and I take this part, shorten it here, and I just grab and do this.
Oh.
So this is how I would flesh out my own song.
Can I just record that when
we
get okay?
You got it?
Not yet, but I'm saying when we get ready can we just record that part?
Yeah. So let's do it again one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Everywhere I go, it's the same old thing. Everybody trying to build a baseball team. Ain't hit no home runs yet. Ain't hit no home runs yet. Like that. Ain't hit no home runs yet. Cause this the little leagues.
And we're gonna
Okay.
stop right there, okay?
Do me everywhere.
So, but I encourage you to have fun with it.
I ain't got no choice
Because
because I ain't
listen, this is one of those you just kind of have to go for it. So, starting you a little bit into the you had my type.
Okay.
That part right there, and then it's going when you hear that boom, that's where you start.
It's the same old thing. Everybody trying to be. Everywhere I go, it's the same old thing. Everybody trying to build a baseball team. Ain't hit no home runs yet, cause it's the little league. I did it wrong. Ain't hit no home runs yet.
No pitchers, umpires, T-ballers, pop flyers.
Okay.
And I actually add a yeah to the end of that. So no pitcher, umpire, T-baller, pop flyer, yeah.
No pitcher, umpire, T-ball, pop fly, yeah.
Okay, so the next part.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let you harmonize this part. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna do.
Where is it? Everybody, everywhere. Okay. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go. Yeah, I like doing stuff like this. Everywhere I go, it's the same old thing. Everybody trying to build a baseball team. Ain't hit no home runs yet, cause it's the little league. No pitcher, umpire, T-ball, pop fly, yeah. Oh! Don't have me do it again. I don't know what I did in the head.
So we're gonna hit it back.
I wonder if this, I'm gonna have to have attention. I don't know why it ain't recording loud like it was first time. Is it still on?
And so what we're doing now is what we would call the mixing process, where we go in and we take each vocal and we start to mix it.
Hey guys, so y'all already know this is the part where you get involved. So, but you have to make sure to comment J Law Purple Haired Bandit. The first person to comment that, you will receive what they're gonna receive. What they're gonna receive.
You get to be on my pod talk cast, my podcast called Bandit Talk, where we will sit down, chop it up, and talk about all things creatives. This is a conversation between me and you, where we're actually going to talk about what it takes to be creative, what it takes to be an artist in this industry, and what was it, some building blocks that you would like to share with somebody that you didn't know as you were learning and growing.
Yep. So make sure y'all comment that. And again, thank you
Thank you for having
teaching me. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love doing stuff like this. I had so much fun. Thank you so much
Thank you.
again for being on my show. And I appreciate you. And again, thank you all for watching Live Talk with Tika.